are you talking about?
Hi there, my name's Anthony Resinello, and I'm a social and relationship coach on YouTube today. I'll maybe be on YouTube tomorrow. Sorry, don't eat Jafari. My name's Anthony Resinello, a social and relationship coach on YouTube for the people, by the people. And today, I have been suggested to react to Jimmy Fallon and Nicole Kidman in their infamous little flirt session, or whatever the frick you call it. Anyway, I want to get into it, but before I do, I want to talk about my new Discord server that I just opened up a couple weeks ago, and boy is it fun! Well, what is it all about? Once upon entering, you are able to join all of my other subscribers who are interested in chatting about individuality, confidence, social skills, charm, relationships, get advice, or just make friends. Do whatever you'd like in there, but I'd be happy to have you. The link is in the description, but I don't want to talk about it anymore. Now, without further ado, let's get into the reaction video. Why am I so weird?
I don't know if you remember this, but we met before.
Oh, I remember.
Do you remember this? It was really embarrassing for me.
Yes.
It was?
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell?
I have not seen you since then.
I have not.
Right?
That is correct.
No.
But this is years ago, and do you want me to tell my version of the story?
Yeah, you tell your version.
I'm walking down the street in New York City.
Yeah.
My friend Rick calls me and says, "Dude, what are you doing?" I go, "I'm just walking down the street." He goes, "I have Nicole Kidman with me, and she wants to meet you for maybe to be in Bewitched or something like that." So I go, "What? Okay." She goes, "I can be in your apartment in like 10 minutes." I go, "You're going to bring Nicole Kidman over to my apartment?" I'm like, "Okay, I don't know. What do I do? What do I have something? What do I do?" He goes, "I don't know. Just get some cheese and crackers or something." And I'm like, cheese and crackers? I don't even talking about that. I don't have dinner party. I don't have anyone over my house. I'm like, I have video games and sneakers. I mean, so I go, there's a deli, and I go in the deli. I go, what do you mean cheese? He goes, get brie or something. I go, brie? I don't even know what that is. I'm like, so I go in. This is like, I'm on Saturday Night Live, I guess, or something. I don't remember really when it was. But
I just remember I liked you, and he was like, not now.
Nicole's already trying to get to it. She's not waiting for him to go through a whole story. She was excited to say that she was into Jimmy Fallon at the time.
I'm married now. But he was like, oh, well, you can meet... I mean,
what?
It's not that way.
Wait, what's going on? Wait.
You know, the thing that I really like about Nicole Kidman is she is a classic movie star. She's been doing this for many years. And because of that, you see a lot of young movie stars, a lot of young celebrities, and they are usually really playing by the book, unless there's somebody that's like really outside of what's normal, like Joaquin Phoenix or Shia LaBeouf. But celebrities, they really have to go straight down the center. But then I think there's a point where you get so experienced and so knowing where that line is for what you can say and what you can't say, that you get like Nicole Kidman, where she knows how to say something a little bit off-center and still be acceptable. And that's when you get to a level of social skills that's really great. But apart from that, I just want to mention Nicole Kidman's personality. I love how open she is immediately in these conversations. She's at a point in her life where she does not get uncomfortable about what she wants to say, about who she wants to be on TV, when she's on one of the most famous TV shows in the world, The Tonight Show. And it's so clear already that Nicole Kidman is controlling the room right now.
What?
So he says... So Rick, our mutual...
It looks like right now Jimmy Fallon is just finding out that Nicole Kidman was into him.
And says, oh, you know, Jimmy wants to meet you and you can go over to his apartment and da-da-da-da, and I'm single, and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool.
Wait, what?
Yes!
What are you talking about?
Yes!
Did I date Nicole Kidman?
Sure.
Did we
so
go, was
I
that a
go
date?
over though, and you're there in a baseball cap and like nothing, just like...
I had brie cheese.
Like, and you wouldn't talk. You didn't say anything. You were like, hey,
I didn't say, I was very nervous.
And I'm like, okay.
I didn't know this was
so
that this is a thing. I thought
it
this was a
like
movie.
a hang. It was meant to just, I don't know. And then you put a video game on or something, and I'm like, this is so bad. It was bad.
Wow. Oh, poor Jimmy. Exposing him.
I swear, and you didn't talk at all. And so after about an hour and a half, I thought, he has no interest. This is so embarrassing.
Had no
And I
clue
kind
at
of
all.
left and went, okay, no chemistry. And then I was like, maybe he's gay.
Come on!
I don't think Nicole is joking about what she's saying right now. I think she's being completely transparent about exactly what happened. And again, somebody like Nicole Kidman, a classic movie star at this moment in time, she's able to say this stuff and not come off like offensive. She's able to say this stuff and not have her career ruined, to say something like, I'm assuming that Jimmy Fallon was gay. But another thing I think is so funny is it shows how many men probably do act around women when they have no idea that that woman is interested, is showing her attraction, is waiting for some sort of chemistry to happen. And it's so funny because there really does seem to be this polarization of men, where on one side there's these kind of like guys that are very aggressive. They try to be the alpha male. They think in their head that if I am not constantly moving forward and trying to push things and advance things, then she's gonna see me as a friend zone guy. And this does come from an insecurity most of the time. Now, there's the other side, and that would be kind of the Jimmy Fallons, the guys that are so sweet, lovable, they're not even trying to even step into that arena, into that scenario, even though I'm sure that they would love it. And I think that is what frustrates women a lot, because they're either getting hit on by douchebags that are just trying to push themselves onto them, or there's these sweet, kind, funny guys that are not even giving any sign to move forward. And so I think women really don't have anywhere to go. And I think that is why you see a lot of women saying, and women, you could tell me in the comments if this is true, that they have a really hard time in dating. Why? Because they're either dealing with complete jabronis that are just so overly confident, or total sweethearts that really don't know how to put one word in front of the other when it comes to flirting. And what I'm trying to do is teach people that you really don't want to be on either side of that spectrum. Both are bad. What you want to do is you want to be the sweetheart. You want to be completely friendly, but at the same time, you do want to show your interest. You don't want to be pushy. You don't want to be overly assertive, but you do want to show your interest. And seeing how they respond to it. If you see that they clam up, then that says, all right, step back, maybe try it a little later on. If they seem to react really positively and move forward in their reaction, emotionally and physically, then you know that could be a sign to step it up a little bit later and maybe just get a little more physical, move a little bit closer to the person when you're interacting with them. These are all the basics of just flirting, starting chemistry with somebody. Now, Jimmy Fallon is kind of like America's darling, America's sweetheart, but we know that he probably is not the type that is gonna put the moves on Nicole Kidman.
Take care.
Okay, now I'm gonna do the show. All right, sit down.
Well,
So tell me, Jimmy.
well, doctor, I remember it like it was yesterday. Nicole Kidman walked in my apartment.
was our
Do
date.
you remember what the apartment looked like?
Like, not much. Anyway,
Wow.
we weren't meant to be, right?
Wow, did you make a good decision?
Stop. You did.
You made a fantastic
You
decision.
didn't. Anyway,
Oh my
it was
gosh.
like that.
Oh my
But
gosh,
now,
I'm in
so
shock
nice.
right now.
We're both married with kids.
Yeah. I can't believe I dated Nicole Kidman. This is fantastic.
You didn't.
This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It was one of the most awkward moments ever.
You're red.
I really am. I'm in shock.
So am I.
I can't believe it. You're definitely embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, wow, my gosh. Are you friends with Rick anymore?
Yes,
no.
I just saw him.
No, we don't talk to him
He's
after that.
adorable.
After that, yeah. Well, you made a much better decision. Keith Urban is so much cooler than I am. He's a rock star. You live in Nashville now.
I do, yeah.
Well, he's always on tour, isn't he? Constantly like.
No.
Yes, these country guys. Yes, he's always on tour.
You're not trying to be all serious.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to be serious now. Look, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I'm not always on tour. I'm always at home, hanging out, kids.
You're working all the time. Stop. Okay.
But did he not just play a gig New Year's Eve, right?
He did in
Yeah.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
The Canada side or the New York side? The
Canada side.
That's the side.
Beautiful.
The
And a
Canada
good way
side
to-
is like lights and it's like almost like Vegas. It's fun, and the New York side looks like a Lemony Snicket book cover. It's like sad and like it's trees with no leaves on it, and you go, what happened? Yeah, why is that side so much worse? Canada side, that's the place to do it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, we got to work in that side of Niagara Falls.
They do.
So where does he
I've
play?
never been to the New York side.
Oh, please.
No.
We know. Well, we'll fix it up. But where does he play?
He played it for a big show.
So what Jimmy's doing is what he shouldn't be doing. Even as a show host, he's getting uncomfortable, he's feeling really awkward, and he's quickly trying to change the subject. Nicole even saw it. You could see in her vibe. She was just like, I don't care to talk about this stuff, like Keith Urban going on tour. Like, she was happy to get into this conversation. And as embarrassing as it was for Jimmy, a really great showing of confidence is when you could take an old embarrassing moment or any embarrassing moment and just show that you're okay with it. Be playful with it. Show that it doesn't bother you. Get into it. Everybody's gonna love this story. You can obviously see that Nicole is loving telling the story. Talk about it. Talk about how much of a dork you were in the past. Showing that you are so comfortable with your vulnerabilities is the most attractive thing a person could do. Never ever steer away from bringing up any vulnerabilities that you have. That is the magic that builds a connection, that builds chemistry and builds attraction in other people when you express that. It also encourages other people to show their quirky, vulnerable, weird side that they would never usually show anybody else. And that is how two people begin to connect. So what Jimmy Fallon is doing right here is wrong both on a personal level, if they were actually flirting in real life, and it's wrong on a Tonight Show host level as well. I mean, this clip did get millions of views on YouTube, but this probably would have had double the amount of views if Jimmy actually engaged in the conversation instead of going away from it.
So where does he play?
I've never been to the New York side.
Oh, please. We know. Well, we'll fix it up. But where does he play?
He played it for a big show there for about 60,000 people.
Have you ever been to Niagara Falls?
I had before. We can't even have a conversation.
You're feeling a little something. Yeah. You're feeling a little chemistry. You're feeling a little chemistry.
So what Nicole is expressing right now is she can't have this fake conversation while the real conversation, the conversation that everybody wants to have, is hiding underneath, is being smothered by Jimmy. And Jimmy's trying to make a joke right now. Now listen, I love Jimmy. I'm not trying to put him down. I'm just trying to show exactly what's happening right now. Jimmy is, instead of admitting what he's doing right now, which is having a fake conversation because he feels awkward, he is blaming it on Nicole for her feeling some sort of attraction, but it's the complete opposite. She's feeling awkward because Jimmy is smothering the real conversation. He shouldn't be doing that.
It's too late, baby. Ship has sailed, okay, Nicole? Taken, okay? I am taken, okay?
So now he's making the situation even worse by putting all of the blame on her before they even really got into the conversation. Obviously, Nicole has hit a nerve here, because you could see that he's not only feeling embarrassed about it, but now he's retaliating against Nicole. Now, I'm not saying that he's like angry at her or like showing some like dominance or anything like that. This is just like an insecure reaction that anybody would really do, unless you were really conscious of social skills and what you're actually saying to somebody. And that's why I'm talking about it. So in the future, you could notice if I feel anxiety about something that somebody brought up, I don't want to smother that conversational topic and then retaliate against the person to make them feel awkward. That's the wrong thing to do. That takes away the connection from two people. Instead, what you want to do is you want to bring it up. You want to show you have nothing to hide. You want to show that you could laugh at it. And then perhaps you could even ask that person how they felt about the situation. And then when they express their side of how they felt, that brings the opportunity for two people to actually find attraction in each other, find chemistry in each other. And in this situation, in this scenario, just for them to really bring that friendship back, bring a connection where when she comes back on the show, she'll feel more comfortable to connect with them. Maybe they'll go on a double date with their respective spouses one time and they could laugh at it and forget about it instead of it now feeling like an awkward thing whenever they talk to each other.
Just kidding. I can't believe this.
I am
What a day.
never coming on
There's
this
no,
show
come
again.
on, you please, no, come on.
Basically, Nicole was half joking and she was half serious here. Obviously, she's not angry and she's going to come on his show again. But the point that she's making is like, all right, I brought this up as a fun thing and now you're shitting on me for it. And if you see Jimmy's face right there, his expression is, don't blame this on me, I didn't do anything wrong. And yeah, I mean, he really didn't do anything wrong. Nicole did throw those first kind of jabs, but she did it in a playful way. She did it in a way where she was actually hoping that they would engage in this conversation and have a lot of fun and give Jimmy an opportunity to laugh at it too, which would actually make him look better than how he is right now, which is smothering the conversation.
I don't have only one of us here is in love with Keith. No, it's not a disaster. But he's always been on the show, and you've never been on the show.
No.
Is this why?
Absolutely.
So odd.
No, we would watch you at home and I'd be like, gosh, will I ever go on that show and bring that story up? Maybe not.
And you did.
And now I did. Anyway, let's talk about Paddington.
This is the best day ever, man. This is like a great day. Let's talk about Paddington. Paddington, congrats already. It's a big hit already. Internationally, right?
Yes.
Overseas. They released it overseas first. Yeah.
So now that Jimmy kind of threw the awkwardness onto Nicole, you could see that Nicole is the one that's visibly feeling anxious and awkward and uncomfortable. And now you can see that Jimmy feels like he kind of threw the blame onto her, so he's the one that's actually feeling more comfortable in this situation. This is not good for chemistry. This is not good for connection. You're not supposed to be in some sort of battle when you're connecting or flirting with somebody. It's never good. You could have people that will tell you that it's a good thing to do, but it's just not.
They released it overseas first. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I got brie cheese.
So now that Jimmy feels more confident about the situation, he's now feeling comfortable to bring it up.
And corn chips.
Corn chips?
Yeah.
Did I get corn chips?
Yeah, and some old Chinese food.
How can I buy old Chinese food?
It was in the fridge.
It was in the fridge, it
Yeah.
probably was. It was nothing
See,
there.
I've got a good memory.
Oh my God, I remember I got saltine crackers. And I didn't have, it was just really awful. I didn't know.
And what sport do you really like? Was it
that?
baseball or something?
What
or maybe
sport
it
was I into? What hat was I wearing?
Yeah.
I was like
you were wearing some
Yeah.
baseball.
Love that you remember I was wearing a baseball hat. Cool,
and
man.
some sweats.
I was not wearing sweatpants. What are you talking about? It's like you went over to like Duck Dynasty guy's house or something like that. I was not wearing camo sweatpants. I was dressed in probably a three-piece suit or something.
You weren't interested, so you wore sweats and a baseball cap.
So yeah, what Nicole's doing right now is she's trying to get Jimmy to admit that he was interested, he was just feeling awkward about it.
I don't even know what are you talking about? Now I'm like freaking out. All right. I'm going to go back to Paddington. We're going to edit this out.
Yeah. The bear.
The bear.
The little adorable bear.
It's a cute bear. It's a
It's
cute
a
movie.
cute bear. It's
You
very
play the villain
cute.
in the movie.
I do.
Did you always? That's a good juicy role.
Yep.
Do you always want to play? What?
I can't even talk.
I mean, you can't even tell you're like
This is
stuttering and
hopeless.
stuff. Yeah, you're so nervous.
Only because you make me laugh now.
Make you laugh, yeah.
Now.
I always make you laugh. Wait. All right, so let's talk about it. It's Hugh Bonneville, my man Hugh Bonneville.
So funny.
Love him. Downton
So
Abbey,
funny,
we love
yeah.
him. And it's a CGI bear, and of course everyone knows the books.
But the bear does have the most beautiful eyes. No, he does.
Yeah. He does.
Why are you laughing?
Everyone's feeling the sexual chemistry here, and it's awkward, and it's just odd. Want to play Mario Brothers? Want to play Mario Brothers? Let me show you my new Nintendo. That's pretty cool.
So now right there is what Jimmy should have done at the beginning. He's now able to laugh at himself. He's now able to laugh at what happened in the past. This turns it all around for me right now. He actually owned up to what he did, he laughed at it, and he admitted that it was cheesy, while at the same time showing that he doesn't have a problem with it. Good on you, buddy. If you want me to do a part 2 where Keith Urban actually comes on with Nicole Kidman and Jimmy Fallon interviews both of them, where we could experience that awkwardness together, well, let's get this video to 10,000 likes. And upon those 10,000 likes, I shall say, let's record this next one, y'all. Again, guys, I'd love for you to join the Discord. We're having a lot of fun over there where we could chat about individuality, confidence, dating, social skills, relationships, charm. The link is in the description. But for now, let's watch another video.